Hello. The topic of rejection keeps popping up in different versions in the last weeks, both like romantical rejection, rejection by friends, um, people telling me they felt that they need to do something and felt they are rejecting the other person, even though the request wasn't that obvious. So we are mostly all going through some sort of rejections in basically daily life. Like we invite someone, they don't come, they don't write, or we like someone, they don't show back the feelings, or we tell them we like them, they tell us they don't like us, or the opposite. And also in jobs we are rejected, or for different projects, for help. Like you ask someone for help, they say they can't, or just that they won't do it, or just don't reply. Or we are asked for help and we just don't feel comfortable giving it, and we feel guilty about saying no. So this video will be tapping for both being rejected and giving the rejections without guilt, because rejections are something that just is a natural part of life. We both need to reject others and we need to be rejected, because it's a big part of learning. For me, every time I've been rejected, I've actually learned so much from it. The first 2 times that it happened when I was much younger, it hurt like hell. It took like 2 years to recover, and a lot of crying. And now when it happens, it's like I'm sad for 2 days, maybe I shed a tear, but I don't connect it to my worth anymore. If somebody rejects me, I know it's not that I'm not worthy of the opportunity or friendship or love or whatever. It's just that either we're not compatible, or they are looking for something else, not looking for whatever I'm rejected for, or just are in a state where they don't want anything. And anyway, it doesn't really matter what the reason is for the rejection. What's really powerful about being able to get rejected is that we are then able to be who we actually are. So we can say things that we actually mean. We can say things we actually feel without the fear of being rejected, because we already were rejected. If we have been rejected many times, then we have nothing to fear anymore. We can just be who we are. If people think we are crazy, we can just be crazy. So there's a lot of freedom in getting used to rejections, and we still do feel the sadness, the emotions, but if we allow them to surface and we don't connect them with the beliefs that we usually have from teenage years and childhood, then it doesn't affect us nearly as much. So those beliefs can be that if we are perceived as weird, that we are not lovable, that we are not loved. If we are perceived as not good looking, that again we are not worthy of love, that we need to be like pretty beautiful to be loved. And the thing about that is, you can look like even the actresses, the most famous actresses, that we would think that they are very comfortable with how they look. Probably for all of them you can find videos where they are saying how they are actually insecure about their looks. So the answer is never to improve ourselves, to get like fake stuff, surgery, more makeup, more hair color, whatever it is, clothes, I don't know. The answer is not that, because at every stage people will expect that from you, and then when you're not looking your best, when you go to the shop or when you go out take the trash, or somebody comes unannounced, or you're in a hurry, you can't take care of how you look, then you will feel like shit, because it will be such a difference from the how you usually take care of yourself and how you just are, that you will feel even shittier. Because you will feel that thing that people think is pretty, that's not you. And I went through this, so I'm speaking from experience. That's why I stopped using makeup. I only do mascara, because I didn't feel like myself. And if I took a lot of care with my makeup, my hair, I didn't feel like myself, like when I just woke up or when I went to the groceries or whatever. Especially now with my toddler, I don't have time to do makeup and hair. And it's really liberating. It's liberating to just have barefaced. And the thing is, before, when I used to wear makeup, if I didn't, I used to have like dark circles underneath and a lot of spots, a lot of redness. But now I don't. Sometimes I have a redness here, but that's just how it is. I accept it. But anyway, I used to have much more. I had like a red nose, and I was really insecure about if my skin is shiny or dull or whatever. And now I don't. And that's the power of just showing ourselves how we are, saying what we actually think, and being rejected for our emotions, for our views, whatever, because then we can actually accept ourselves without the outside confirmation and validation. So let's tap on this now. Even though I feel rejected, even though I was rejected, I am trying to accept myself. I am trying to accept myself, even if the other person or people do not. Even though the other person rejected me, I accept myself. I accept myself, and I see that this does not reflect my worth. Even though often I feel like being rejected feels like I am unworthy, I am not lovable, I am not worthy of friendship, of opportunities, of a job, of a project. Even though I sometimes feel like this, that I am not worthy of them, I am still choosing to accept myself. I am choosing to accept myself and love myself fully. Because if anyone can accept myself fully, accept, understand, and love myself fully, it's ourselves. It's me. And if I think back, when I was a small baby, if I imagine myself as a small baby, how could that person not be lovable? How could I not be lovable just because I grew up? We are all lovable. We are all worthy. We are all worthy of love. We are all worthy of friendship. It just comes down to who we are compatible with and what the other person is looking for. Maybe they are looking for something else, for someone different. But that does not mean that we are unlovable. Even though somebody chose someone else, I accept myself. I choose myself. I choose myself now. And in every situation where I feel rejected, where I feel misunderstood, where I feel unseen, where I feel unheard, I accept myself. I am ready to let go of the pain of being rejected. I am now ready to see I am lovable, regardless of the outside validation, regardless of who thinks so, regardless of who it is we want and who does not want us. I accept and love myself. And now let's do a quick round for us being the one who needs to reject the other person. So, even though I feel so guilty, I feel so guilty about rejecting this person. I feel so guilty for hurting another person, for rejecting someone that loves me, for hurting someone that likes me. I feel so guilty. I accept this guilt. I choose to honor this guilt. I choose to see this guilt for what it is. An emotion. An emotion I can choose to feel. And with that, I release it. With feeling, acknowledging the emotion, I become much calmer. Because the emotions just want to be experienced. The emotions just want to be seen, for us to see them, to feel them, to think about what it means, what could be behind that. Maybe it's that I feel overly responsible for others, for other people's feelings. Maybe I feel overly responsible for helping everyone that needs help, everyone that asks me for help. Even though I feel that I don't want to help, even though I want to choose myself. And I feel so guilty. I feel shame and guilt for wanting to choose myself and hurting the other person. Because I know how hard it is to get hurt. I know how painful it is to be rejected for love, friendship, opportunity, help. Every rejection hurts. And I don't want to cause this for the other person. But even though I know I'm causing pain, by choosing myself, by choosing what I actually feel, I accept myself. I accept myself fully and completely. And choose to release this guilt and shame just by allowing them to exist and honoring them. I allow them to exist. And I allow myself to be in peace with my decision to be in peace with me choosing my feelings, my intuition, because I accept myself fully and completely. Hope this helps, and thank you for watching.